What's up, y'all? Scott, Sea Squirrel. Actually, no. Fins and Feathers Outdoors now. That's for the tax man. What?
Fins and Feathers Environmental.
I'm sorry. No, it's Fins and Feathers Outdoors on YouTube. Anyways, y'all don't need to understand all that. Either way, Fins and Feathers Outdoors, which is kind of fitting too, because I want to start doing more cooking stuff, more hunting stuff, and just whatever I feel like that I want to document that I can watch later in time. Today we're doing my deer recipe, or deer ham recipe. This stuff is super, super good. Out of all the stuff I cook, it's probably the most sought after thing. We're gonna start with a nice ham. This one's a bone in, which is fine. And it's super simple. We're gonna do water, salt, brown sugar, McCormick's pickling spice, some hot pepper just to make it a little bit more flavorful, and some pink curing salt. That's the only thing we really need to be careful about. But we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it in a brine, we're gonna bring that up to heat, and then basically just put it in a bucket and let it sit for 21 days. I know that sounds like a long time, it's 3 weeks, but that's how you get the most flavor in here. And also you can inject it as well throughout that time, tossing it once a week or so. Here's the finished product. You can't really see it, but this is deer ham that we did yesterday. Again, this stuff is just super, super good. Freezes well, especially vac sealed. Give it to your family, your friends, eat it however you want. Eat it like a breakfast ham, like a dinner ham. Doesn't matter, eat it like ham. All right, let's get started. Water, we're gonna do, honey, when you whisper, you can still hear the shit.
Do you want me to zoom out?
On me pouring water?
Well, I don't know the whole thing. Do you want me to zoom? You can cut this out.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, you're still talking. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, yes, y'all should get your wife to video anything that you do in your life. It's super fun. Anyways, we're going to start with water. We're going to do a gallon of water per serving, so to speak, which that'll make sense in a second. Gallon of water, cup and a half, 2 cups brown sugar, cup and a half, 2 cups salt, whatever you want. 1 thing of pickling spice per serving. And the key is we're going to do 1 teaspoon of pink curing salt. This is nitrate. It's needed in this recipe, not necessarily the best thing for us to eat, but it's needed. But don't go overboard. Be careful of this stuff. 1 teaspoon per serving. All right, here we go. So we're going to take this, put it on the stove, not boiling, just simmer it a little bit, let the sugar and the salt dissolve, and then we're good. Then we're going to put some ham in a bucket. All right, we're at the stove. I mean, literally, it's not complicated. Put it on there, turn it on high, stir it, not constantly, but stir it quite often. You don't want that sugar to caramelize, but just stir it. And once it starts to bubble a little bit, you're pretty much dissolved at that point. Then we put it in the bucket and wait. All right, so the mixture is hot enough now. It's not boiling, but it's hot enough I can tell that the sugars and salts have dissolved. So we're just gonna put this in the bucket, put the deer ham in the bucket, and then let it sit. Normally I would tell you to let this cool off, but this deer ham is almost frozen still, so it's actually gonna aid in thawing out the ham. Do you guys say thaw, dethaw, defrost? Like, how do y'all say that? I'm pretty sure the correct way is to thaw. Sarah, what do you think?
Dethaw.
Dethaw. All right, so we're good. A little bit of meat sticking out, but as this thaws, it'll actually kind of sink down there in there a little bit. So every week or so, just kind of move it around, inject it. That will help out with the process. And then the next step, pull it out and smoke it, which you'll see shortly. All right, we're back in the Blevins kitchen. Sarah's videoing, so who knows how this is going to go. All right, so we've got the deer meat out. It's soaked for 21 days in the brine, which we looked at previously. So we're going to pull it out. It's going to be covered in spices. You're probably going to make a mess. This is what it's going to look like when it comes out of the brine. Again, this is 21 days, so you're gonna have peppercorns, just whatever was in your pickling mix kind of attached to it. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna run it under cold water, get as much off as we can, and then we're going to use a knife and cut off any just kind of bad looking spots, or if there's a lot of sinew anywhere, cut that off. And then the cool thing about this, if you can see, is this is that beautiful kind of purple coloration that we get from the pickling spices in the 21-day brine. We're going to do that, then we're going to get some paper towels. And we're just going to pat dry the meat before we put it in the smoker. So this is actually backstrap, so this is going to be super good. So that's basically it. So there's a 21-day brined backstrap that will go on the smoker. All right, just as a quick little side note here as I'm processing this, as you can see, I've made an absolute crap ton of it. Taking 21 days to brine, you obviously want to make a lot, make it worth it. The main thing is to know that you got a good brine and a good pickle on it, so to speak. Take a piece, just cut it in the center, and what you're looking for is that dark red coloration. And that's where all the brine has entered into that over the 21-day period, or however long you choose to brine it. But that's what's going to give you that good kind of Christmas ham flavor. Okay, so we're at the grill now. Pit balls, Traeger, whatever you want to do. My wife's laughing at me because this is take like number 48. I'm going to put the meat on. Temperature-wise, you want to be at about 200, 210, 220, wherever you can. The lowest setting on mine's 190, so that's where I like to stay. It'll take about 4 to 6 hours depending on the thickness of the meat. So what you got to do, get a good quality meat thermometer, disregard the yuppies driving through my neighborhood here. And you want to get to 130 internal. So check all your thicknesses throughout the process and get to 130 before you go to slice it. All right, so here's the fruits of our labor. No, it doesn't look like ham. The majority of this is actually backstrap, which is better, but this is what we're looking for. This is the good stuff. So 21-day brined backstrap, AKA deer ham. So let it cool a little bit. Let's slice it up, vacuum seal it, and be ready to go. Slicer, bought it off Amazon. It was like 300 bucks. One of the best things I ever bought off Amazon. Actually, it does really well. It also works a lot better whenever you plug it in. Just come back to me. It's gonna be the worst video ever. All right, so now we're gonna slice it. Again, slicer, this is a, I don't even know what it is. Vevor, Vevor slicer, got off Amazon. It's like $300. Really good product, honestly. I use it a lot. All right, for as far as slicing it, we're gonna go about a 1/16 of an inch or so. You don't wanna go super thick, because most of the times whenever we cook it, we're basically just kind of, steaming it or putting it on biscuits or however you want. So you don't want it super thick, but you also don't want it like paper thin either. So we're gonna turn this bad boy on. All right. So here's what you get. This coloration is perfect. That's what we're looking for. The kind of the purple. As you can tell, my dogs really want some ham too.
Hey, Daisy.
Go away, Daisy. Good red coloration. That's from the brining process. This meat's smoked about 140 or so. Let's try it. Yes, it's awesome. It's crazy good. I can't express to y'all how good this stuff is. You gotta try it. All right, we're gonna slice out the rest of it, and we'll be back with the vacuum process. If you nerds don't know how to use a vacuum sealer, we'll be back. Dude, try that. If y'all are wondering about how we clean up our house, this is kind of how we just drop things on the floor, don't we, girls? I dropped that, Daisy. Whoops. See? They're like awesome little cuddly vacuum cleaners. If y'all don't have Goldens, you suck. All right, you want to vacuum seal it? Give away a lot of it for Christmas. Give it to my friends. I can't keep this stuff in stock, so to speak. Everybody loves it. Again, definitely urge you to do it. It's a great way to utilize your meat. If you don't want to just eat the same old, deer burger or grind or whatever, it's just a really good way to do it. You can do it with any cut. The majority of this is backstrap and then just other pieces of meat that I have that I normally would have used for ground meat, but instead I did ham out of it, and to me it's a lot better product. So I'm gonna seal it up. I think you guys know how to use a vacuum sealer, and if y'all got any questions, let me know. Like, subscribe, smoke signals, all that other shit that everybody else says. Thanks.